Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and somebody who'll be nameless who doesn't like to be on videos is also here with me. And I'm headed for my day job for the night. You know, they keep telling me don't quit your day job, and of course I'm not because I got to pay bills. But we've got a big game this week, although every game is a big game, and we don't need to take San Francisco lightly. We got to realize that in the NFL, especially as crazy as this season has been, anybody can beat you. And the key on this is game planning. And I think the biggest thing that our team can do, that Scott Linehan can do, is look at the tendencies of the Rams and find the weaknesses, which sounds easy, but I'm wondering sometimes if they do or don't, because I think they figure we've got the best offensive line in football. All we have to do is just run it straight ahead with Zeke Elliott. Well, here's the thing. Zeke hasn't been the same running back this season. And anybody who says he is just does not pay attention. He's averaging 3 yards per carry and has the lowest percentage of breaking tackles right now at 1.7%. Yeah. So thinking that we're going to be able to just keep running Zeke long enough and we're going to win the game is not going to be the trick. Now, San Francisco's pass defense is bad. They're giving up 270 yards a game, and that's where Dak Prescott. Dak is going to be the one that leads this team to the playoffs if we make it. We have some deficits on defense. We're going to need Dak to literally put the team on his back. And I think with the numbers he has and his accuracy of moving around, he can do that. But I got to tell you, and everybody knows I'm in the tank for Dak Prescott. You know, from the first time I saw him play at the Senior Bowl, I knew that this guy had it. I can't describe it, but you just know it when you see it. And Dak has always had that from a leadership standpoint of motivating people and getting people to follow him into a brick wall. And he's a great person on and off the field. It's a tragedy how he lost his mother, to cancer. And cancer is one of those things that affects probably every single one of us out here, and it's affected people in my family, in fact. In light of her memory, to make sure that she lives on, he's trying to bring awareness, of course, to cancer. And starting at age 40, he's going to make sure he has a colonoscopy every single year. And I got to tell you, that ain't no easy thing, okay? Because I'm 50. Generally, they say when you're 50 years old, you need to start getting colonoscopies because it's really important. Because what they basically do is, and God, it's no fun. They give you the stuff you have to drink. You can't eat solid foods 3 days before. And then you're down to like a liquid diet and Jell-O. And they give you the stuff that you have to drink that just tastes like, I can't even describe, I just want to throw up when I think about it, but it's like a chalky, milky thing, and it literally will just get you just shit blown out you. I mean, literally, you have to sit in the bathroom for a day. So it literally cleans out everything. They knock you out, and they put a camera in your rear end and blow it up full of air. And the worst part about it is you wake up, and you feel this thing pulling out of you, and they say, break some wind. And you will let out the biggest fart that you have ever had in your life. But here's the thing. It's really important because colon cancer is one of those ones that when you find out you have it, it can be too late. A true story. My brother had a guy that he worked with at school. And he hadn't seen him for a few months. And he saw him. He said, hey, man, Ralph, man, I don't know what diet you're on, but I need to get on a diet, man, because you look great from all the weight you lost. And he said, man, you don't want to be on the diet I'm been on. He said, man, I had colon cancer. I said, I've gone through chemo and all kinds of surgeries and everything else, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to actually have to live. He said, if you haven't gotten yourself checked, you need to get checked. And he went to the doctor that week. I think he was 53 years old, and they did a colonoscopy a few days later, and they discovered that he had polyps. And if you don't know what polyps are, basically it's like a growth. And when you get to be about 50, you start getting these growths in your colon, and they can turn cancerous. They discovered quite a few polyps in there, and they found some on his liver, in which case they were able to cut them off and him to go through chemo and him survive. Had he not gone in and gotten that colonoscopy, he wouldn't be here today. I forgot to get mine done when I was 50 and went to the doctor because I had some issues that had some blood. This is hard to talk about, and I'm sorry if I'm grossing anybody out, but I had some blood coming out, and so I went to the doctor and said, Doc, some shit ain't normal. And had a colonoscopy, and they found some polyps that were 2 centimeters long, and basically they're kind of like a wart or a growth and all that, and they can turn cancerous. They found 7 of them in me, and I have to get a colonoscopy on a yearly basis. But because you get these things done and caught early, it's easy to treat. But if you don't and you wait, it costs a fortune, and it may cost you your life. So shout out to Dak Prescott for educating and doing, not just playing on the Dallas Cowboys to be the best quarterback can be, but to looking out for others. And that's the thing I try and tell you guys. The power that NFL players have is unmatched. You get starstruck when you see a Dak Prescott. You know, I get excited, like, oh my God, I can't believe it's Dak Prescott and stuff.
No, Sean.
Or Sean Lee. Yeah, Michael is Sean Lee. Or don't let him ever meet Rico Gathers. I think he will literally faint if he ever meets Rico Gathers, okay? But the power that they have to change lives is immeasurable. And I'm so happy when you have players that are out there doing good in the community and stuff. And that's another one of those reasons why I just love Dak Prescott and want to see him succeed so much, because he is great on and off the field, and he's a fantastic role model for everybody. So even if you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan, you can look up to a guy who's trying to use his platform for good. And that's kind of like what I try and do here. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I still respect you Eagle trolls, you Giant trolls, and you Redskin trolls and stuff. Because in the end, we all just talk about football and have a good time with football. But in the end, we should all be still looking out for each other, because I wouldn't want a world without Redskin fans. I mean, who would I have to go ahead and laugh at when they fail as usual? Gotta have some Redskin fans. So I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and of course my son Michael here. And we are headed to work at night. I will see you guys soon.